I'm Margaret Worthington, Director of the Fruit Breeding Program for the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture. We're here in Clarksville, Arkansas at the Fruit Research Station, and today I want to tell you about Mighty Fine, our first muscadine release for the fresh market. We've been breeding table grapes here since 1964, but the tough southeastern climate makes it difficult to compete with California. Cold, rain, humidity, disease all make it a challenge. That's why in 2007, we made the decision to pivot to muscadine grapes, the original Eastern table grape. Now, 18 years later, we're ready to make our first commercial releases. Mighty Fine is perfect flowered. That means that it's self-fertile and there's no pollinizer vine needed. Mighty Fine is a really gorgeous and tasty fruit. The berries are large, about 10 to 13 grams on average, and it's super sweet. We consistently get 18 to 21% Brix in our vineyard, making it a real standout for sweetness. And the flavor is great. A real classic muscadine flavor with a mix of grape bubblegum and floral notes. Texture is really important too. A lot of older muscadine cultivars have really thick, leathery skin that people will just discard rather than eating. Mighty Fine has a much more tender skin, so you can eat the whole berry. Flesh, skin, just spit out the seeds. Mighty Fine also has a really nice, clean, dry stem scar, which is really important for post-harvest handling. And it's early ripening. Here in Clarksville, we typically pick it around September 5th through 10th, making it about a week earlier than older cultivars like Supreme. I also want to highlight Mighty Fine's excellent vine health and coal hardiness. Here in Clarksville, Arkansas, we're located in USDA Hardiness Zone 7B. That means midwinter temperatures typically dip down to about 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit here. Muscadines are limited by their cold hardiness. When temperatures dip below 10 degrees Fahrenheit, you often see very severe vine injury, even death. That makes Clarksville, Arkansas a great place to select for cold hardiness in muscadines. We had a really devastating cold event here in February 2021 when the Arctic vortex hit. Temperatures dipped down to negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and we experienced really severe damage. Over 90% of the vines in our vineyard were killed to the ground and had to be retrained from suckers. In contrast, Mighty Fine survived that event with really only minor injury, and those vines are still producing today. I think the fantastic foliar health and vine vigor of Mighty Fine are the main things that are driving this increase in cold hardiness. A lot of the newer, large-fruited, perfect-flowered muscadine cultivars have a tendency to overcrop. Then the vine doesn't have the foliage to balance out all that fruit. In short, Mighty Fine is a self-fertile, cold-hardy vine that has sweet, aromatic berries with tender skins and excellent post-harvest traits. We think it will be a great option for home gardeners and commercial growers, especially in the Upper South, in areas like Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina, where occasional cold spells can really limit vine health and productivity. I grew up in the heart of muscadine country in eastern North Carolina, and they have always been my very favorite fruit. I'm excited to share Mighty Fine with a wider audience, and I hope it helps to grow this wonderful fruit industry.